Hi there, welcome back to Gadget Mad Lad. In this episode, obviously, you've read the title, so if I made it made sense, that is. So I assume that, but then I do gibberish titles, so excuse me if I kind of mess up a little bit sometimes. Alright, so this one obviously is a Nokia 3210. Out of the recent lot that I got, I'm gonna do a teardown of it, show the insides of it, and pop it back together again. It shouldn't take too long. Right, so this is the Nokia 3210. Got it here, you can see it on GSM Arena. Picture of it in corrosion blue. There's not really much information, to be honest with you. Display, it's saying 5 lines. What the hell that means? I think it means the monochromic display or something. I think. Well, it is monochrome graphic. That's the type of display that it is. 5-line dynamic front size soft key welcome message. Okay, I think that means like the Nokia, you know, when they go diddle diddle diddle, you know, the hands connect or whatever. Memory wise, on Google itself, it says it's got 16 gigabytes of memory, which anyone who owns this phone is probably laughing out loud right now. 16 gigabytes. I mean, come on, what the hell? Like 16 KBs, maybe kilobytes, possibly. But essentially, these phones didn't really have internal memory. They had some kind of memory because, well, it was mainly the SIM card and a little bit of extended memory through the phone. Like you could have 50 contacts on your SIM card. This would maybe hold 20 to 50 contacts in its internal memory. On top of that, your messages as well, you know, your text messages. Once you get to say like 20 messages or something, maybe. I think I might be really overhyping it there, but it used to say not enough memory left for message, delete message or whatever, and you have to go back for your messages to delete messages so you could receive a current text message. People remember them days. Anyway, so it could have 8 dialed calls in the call record. It could hold 8 received calls and 8 missed calls. Anything past that, and it was overwriting, you know, the 8th one in the list, you know, working its way down. I find that kind of hilarious. It didn't have a loudspeaker. Apparently, it says it downloadable monophonic ringtones, yeah. This isn't monophonic, I'm pretty sure it isn't. Oh, yeah, it is. This is monophonic, and the other ones were polyphonic, weren't they? Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure this didn't have the composer inside it, you know, for the ringtones. I could be tripping here. I thought that came along in the 3210. Sorry, 3310 even. Ugh. The one, you know, the indestructible brick that everyone goes on about. Well, this is like its predecessor kind of thing. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, obviously. This turns on, but I've not got a SIM card for it at the moment to check out properly. And it doesn't turn on properly. The key's a bit mushy. So no reason why I was going to tear it down as well. Not going to break it or anything. So anyway, back to what it's got. So it's not got a headphone jack. What it's not got, should I say. 6 ringing tone levels, 10 levels of volume. No Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth, no GPS, no radio. I think that might not necessarily be true. I think if you have some kind of headphones connected or some kind of... I'm sure there was a way so you could listen to the radio on these old Nokia phones. I'm sure there was. It's got Snake in it as a game. You can do SMSs, it's got a clock, it's got an alarm. Java it doesn't support. It's got a removable Li-ion battery, or Li-ion battery. However the hell you pronounce that. What I found hilarious as well is on the user opinions and reviews on you know, GSM Arena. Somebody's put, I won't say it obviously, but you can read it, I'm going to see yourself if you got to check it out. But it says, my Nokia 3210 from December 1999 is still working, but my third battery I bought back in 2010, but it's so weak on network for about 10 minutes. I think that means it loses net signal after about 10 minutes or whatever. I'm just looking around for another replacement. I will not using it anymore, simply because I like to have, I'm guessing, a good signal strength. It cuts it off there kind of thing, you see. But imagine using this in 2021, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? And I thought that was pretty hilarious. So what we'll do, we'll get straight to the nitty gritty of it and start tearing it down. The screwdriver bit that I'm using is the same as a security bit for a Xbox 360/Xbox One controller. If that's any help to anybody. I'm pretty sure that's the last screwdriver head that I left in here. It's not got the secure, you know, the actual inner nipple bit kind of thing inside the screw. So it's just a normal torque kind of screw version of this, you get me? But this works fine, so why the hell not, innit? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Modify it immensely. So, anybody interested in seeing me give this Type C or something like that? If you are, comment below, and if I get enough interest. I've got some old phones there, but I'm literally, most of them kind of work. I need a little bit of repair. But the point is, I won't mind modding them, but I just, I'm thinking add to the collection, clean up and add to the collection, and modify like what's he called, the $1 Million Man. You know, we have the technology. Anyway, so I'm losing myself here a little bit with the thing I'm actually going on about, aren't I? So anyway, so there's the battery removed, so removable battery. Hey. Bit of a iffy connector there, might need some IPA something, which I ain't got right now, unfortunately. I'm you call it, falling back on using nail varnish remover. So I won't be doing that with this video, although don't worry about that. So right, so here we got the Express on covers. If you remember these used to sell them in the market stores or dollar stores and all over places. I think you just pull this there maybe. Is it pull at the bottom? Or is it at the top? I think it might be the top, don't break it obviously. I've got a pry tool. Looks like someone's got the nail underneath that a bit too much. There we go. So to remove the rest of the screws, I need to pull this off the front. I think it's because I've removed the bottom screws. I made it a bit more difficult for myself than I need to there. But if I'm not mistaken, if it comes off, that is. Come off you. There we go. And that's the front exposed, which doesn't appear to have any screws in it. That's peculiar. So is it just clip on body? I actually torn these down before as well. When I was a kid, younger kid. That's hilarious. Try to. I'm not going to be using this again. So I'm not seeing any more screws in it. Unless they're hiding, which I don't think they're doing this. They weren't that smart back then. What they were, just didn't want to see any point in concealing it, whatever, I'm guessing. There we go. That doesn't feel too good. I'm just prying at the moment, trying to find the sweet spot. What's popped out there? Get back in there. Get in. So I think because the pressure mounted, you know, stuff, so as I'm releasing the pressure, it's just, you know, shooting out with spot kind of thing. Oh, there we go. Something's going there. Hopefully not breaking anything, obviously. I'm not putting too much pressure on it. I'm just putting enough to, you know, like lever it open. I'll put it down here so I can. Not the widest thing to do with a phone because these screens, let's say, delicate to say the least. Come on. It's been a pain in the butt, that is. Maybe apply a bit of pressure here, that might help. Stick a finger under it. Leaves it open a little bit, gives me a bit of access, and then hopefully, come on. Work with me, work with me. Work with me! Come on, this pry tool is crap. Mashed up to death. Get a better one in. There we go. Oh, actually, one sec, bugger. Does this pry off actually? There's the screws underneath here, maybe? Because I'm going to end up doing it in and out otherwise. Oh, crap. And there is as well. So the aerial itself, I had to unclip that to expose the two screws that were facing up here. I've actually bowed the board a little bit there, hopefully not cause any permanent damage. So don't do what I do, kids. Yeah, get your 3210s. Kids. Anyone who owns a 3210 right now is probably like me, fastly approaching the dinosaur years. Yeah, it's a little bit bold, you can see, but I don't think I can have them back into place. Here we've got all the high-end electronics of yesteryear. So these are tantalum capacitors, if I'm not mistaken. I watch a dude called E-Waste Ben. He's like a scrapper, an Australian scrapper. He's very good at his job, I'll tell you that. These are worth quite a few quid, I think, you know, in like mass amounts kind of thing. So scrap value, that's pretty decent. Here we've got, what have we got? So some kind of microprocessor. This is probably something to do with the display driver, I'm guessing, you know, for the monochrome display. This is maybe is it called, not driver board, the FPGA maybe? Could that be the FPGA? I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying that right, but I've watched enough tech videos now to get the gist of what they're saying, and it's not getting the gist of putting it across properly, you get me? Right, so we'll be able to, this is the charger bit that's coming out. See what I mean, all the pressure fit, it just presses against the connectors. A little bit of gold there. But this is what I was saying about, you know, maybe making it type C. Because if you look at it from, try to get it the right angle so you can see properly. But this goes in the bottom obviously, so if I can remove this totally, we can, I think the microphone's maybe there though as well, so I'd have to maybe solder the microphone in place, you know, on here, and then cover the rest of the pins up that aren't needed. Maybe glue the, glue, crazy thinking, eh? Unless it's a ground plane I can solder it to maybe. I got some Type-C connectors off my friend Jason, who sent me that fan mail thing. But these things there, I actually realised the two different types of Type-C port. There's like a simplified version of it, and it's like the complicated. I think this one is maybe just one-sided. I could be mistaken, but don't hold me to that. And these ones at the back here are the the normal two-sided ones. But what I can see, there's only like they've got half the pins, than they've got. So I'm assuming that's what it is. I've not actually looked inside them properly, but that's for a future project anyway. But that's what I'd use for this. You get me? Because we only need the power rail. So the power rail, and I take the microphone out of that, solder it back in. Again, I'm losing myself though, so I'll stop chatting poo and get on with the teardown. Right, so here we've got the board coming out. Here we go. Simple, simple, simple. So very dusty chassis. Earpiece, which again pressure fits against the PCB itself. Got some more little MLCs down here. Did I say they were monolithic or did I say they were tantalum? Because if I said tantalum, that's what they are, not monolithic. Monolithic are the little beige looking squares there, and the little black ones. The black ones are fuses, but the beige ones are capacitors. Not that has any relevance to anything I'm talking about. Right, so we'll go further down, don't worry. I'm stopping here. Right, so if I'm not mistaken, I think this is just pressure fit, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, it's just pressure fit. Yeah, little thing for you as well. If you're having trouble with your display on your 3210, this is so nice to do quite a lot back in the day. See these little connections there, these gold parts there, but like behind where the screen goes. This is essentially what pressure fits against that. They don't use the gold pins like they do with air. It's like a conductive rubber kind of thing. In old calculators, you find it in them as well. And 3310s, they have it as well too, actually, ironically enough. But if you look here, on the back of the screen where that bit that presses against it itself, so this bit focus, god damn it, focus. Focus. Well, this grey blur that I'm pointing my finger to, this like really stretched out rectangle, I'm crap with shapes. Well, that if you take that out and like with the conductive rubber on pads, sometimes it wears down and goes shiny. You like slightly wipe it across some paper, and you get like a little trail of carbon. Like that kind of cleans up the trace, the pad itself, doesn't it? You could do something similar to this, or you could do that ever so lightly, with like we wipe over with a bit of cloth or something, and turn it around, flip it on the other way. And I find that works. It works quite a lot for me back in the day. I remember buying 3210s and 3310s, for like a few quid because everyone thought the screen was broke or whatever. And I ended up doing a simple repair. It tends to be water damage mainly. That was like one of my specialities back in the day. But I'm not gonna lie, all I did was take the thing apart, clean it with what IPA equivalent was back then, which was nail varnish remover, and it worked. So let's get back to what we were doing. Again, I'm going off on myself a little bit. But you see below the keypad there, that's the keypad. I think that's meant to be stuck down, to be honest with you. But if it is, it's got no stickiness to it whatsoever. But I'll keep track of that because I don't want to be messing this up or anything. I've got a weird little it's this shielded thing here, it's got that exposed bit. Assuming that's maybe something to do with the cellular. See that black bit there in the actual metal? That's kind of unusual. We've got a Hitachi, Japan, whatever the hell that is. Maybe that's the aerial. This will be see this here? This will be the memory, I think. That a little bit of memory's got in it. Do you want to know? Let's see if I can get it to focus. Focus. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So it's SECKOREA. So SEC Korea 949. Yeah, I'm not able to read the rest of that. Holy crap, that's small. KMG8U1 D00ELTGI. That little dash thing, whatever it is. IOL or 1OL, not too sure. That's the memory chip. It's gonna be like a couple of KBs at best there. Right, so let's get into this stuff. Because that's the good thing about these, the shielding can actually be removed. Most of the chips, most of the sections I find. Trick is to kind of lever it up. Because this very, very easily buckles. And I see it's broke there actually. It's not a problem, it won't make any difference. I remember using these and actually losing the things itself. So we'll get the stuff off first and I'll show you what we can see inside. Not that I know what I'm talking about. Just interesting to have a gander on it, you get me? I always love to see the insides of things. Right, so I'm assuming these are something to do with power distribution around the board, maybe. This is something to do probably bringing voltages up and bringing them back down again. Something to do with the signal, I would assume, maybe. I think this had some kind of connectivity with something like you know, maybe a laptop, something like that. Maybe you could use it as you call it a router back in the day, maybe, or something. You know, you connected that hardwired into your laptop or whatever. I could be wrong there. It might be the later model. I might be thinking of the 6210 now, actually, possibly. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, that's it. So we've got the monochrome display with pressure fit rubber, seal fit conductive rubber thing at the back. We've got the pads for the keyboard, which are just tactile buttons, dome tactile discs. That just held in again through pressure, which is held in by this. Actually, we'll throw that together again, yeah? I'm guessing that's partially interesting. To go through the chips, what I knew of them, I did, didn't I? Because I don't think there's much to say about them. Not really. Probably best watching an actual Mr. Mobile video or something if you want to know, you know, the exact specifications. Because that he's in the know. Alright, so I've got to push back into place. What I will do, I will pop these back on quickly. Yeah, man, this hasn't had any power. I double checked before I turned it on that there was no power running through it, so the battery is discharging quite fast on this. I actually did charge it up full, but so I know there's no chance of me shorting anything with my fingers. Very unlikely chance, should we say. Alright, so at this point now, we've got this held in place. See the screw alignments and how it fits around that. This should be kind of centered, and if you hold this like so, is that the best way to do it? Should it go like that? Should it go like that? I think that's firmly held in place. Let's go that way. So what we'll do is I'm gonna slap it over. Maybe like Tetris. It should be an interrogative word. Should. There we go. And it did. It did what it should. God damn it. Right, so now this, you know, there's pins on one side but not on the other. The pins go towards the gold contacts, and you place it in like so. Not forgetting. No, I am forgetting. Duh. Let's put this in. I was getting confused with put that in first or this in first. It's been a while, should we say? So I shall put this back like so. It should just click back in now, I think. Yep, I think that clicks in. So now I can add them two screws back. Click the aerial back in. And job good one. It's been technically tore down. He said it. And yeah, magic. So currently in England, we're having like the hottest time ever. England usually is like rainy and poury and crap essentially. The weather is terrible. We like terrible weather. We also like to whinge about the weather too, but at the moment we're in like the worst heat wave ever. And as I say, I'm boiling. Holy hell, I'm like a cooked chicken or something. Right, so as I'm saying, there's only 4 screws holding the thing in place. Like I said, it's the same as the not security version of the Xbox One / 360 controller. So they're all in tight, nice and snug now. That should just click into place if I'm not mistaken. Yep, like so. In you go. Come on, in you go. Don't embarrass me like this. Come on, 3210. Thought we were friends, man. Go on. Right. No. Gotcha. There we go. Clip. I'm guessing I'm going to show it. Well, it's in. take my word for it, it's in. Right, so no battery in there. Where's the battery? Let's get the front cover on first, that probably will help. So now we just, how do we do this? You open it from the top, so you put it on from the bottom. General rule of thumb, click it in at the bottom. Firmly pressing it up as you go on, work your way up, and it should, don't drop your sweater. Should, yep, and it did. Close right back up. The battery's here. What we'll do, ooh, that might be looking slightly swollen. But it did charge. Probably shouldn't have carried on if it was battery swollen though. It's not the wisest thing to do. See if we can get it to turn on. Very mushy button. Yeah, that ain't gonna turn on as dead as a dodo. I tried it before I did the thing and there's no sound of life in it either. It has turned on though, to clarify. There'll be another follow-up video, obviously. If people comment, give me at least 10 people saying that they want to see it, and I'm happy to sacrifice this historical thing of monstrosity, Goliath beauty. You had the same words there. How you do? Right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but call it a day with that one. So this is something you won't want to go in a fight with. So I think I've got a good name for the intro. Well, you already read it at this point, but I'm just coming up with it right now. So the technically Teardown, whatever the number is, I'll knock you out, bro. Yeah, bro. Get it? Because it's a Nokia. Never mind. See you next time. Bye.